What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Willie the Kid, and I'm back with another one, man. This is Eastwick Boxing Talk, and today we're gonna get into it, man. We're gonna talk about Jermall Charlo had a rough night in New York City, and I got my panel here with me, man. I got my boy, Mister. Mr. Little Rock.
There
Better,
we go. There we
better.
go. Shout out Jermaine Taylor. Jermaine Bad Intentions, baby. Let's do
He
it.
talking about crazy people now. Kashab, man, what's
Get
going on,
off,
fam?
get off the family. Man, it's going good, man. Ready to talk some boxing.
And I also got my man, el hermano de otra madre. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, man? He shouting out Jermaine Taylor, not crazy. Crazy is ice fishing.
I'm gonna take that one. Take
Hey, Kasha, I'm gonna start with you, cause you know, you're a Charlo fan.
Y'all rock with the Charlos,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. So
My guy.
you saw everything that transpired Saturday night,
Yeah.
from the video with Daniel Jacobs to the reports and the stories, and we actually had it out here in the Daily News where he was in the club and something broke out. They got into an argument. One of his peoples left the bag with some chicks, and the chicks left.
All that shit was set up.
That's how you feel?
All that shit was set up. For real.
Well, the dude was probably set up to argue with him. So
Exactly.
you try to get
Them
the bag.
bitches was probably set up to fuck with him.
So
It is what it is, man. Sometimes you when you on foreign land and stuff, foreign soil, especially in New York, man, that's the king, that's the birthplace of the come up. You know what I'm saying? So like another thing, which club was it? Were they in a 40-40?
40-40, yeah.
That's not a fucking strip club. Like
Nah, not at all.
$70,000 in cash in there. That's odd. You know what I'm saying? When flexing goes terribly wrong. So the Charlos will bounce back. Hopefully don't no ill will or no malice come from this, but
Yeah.
you live and you learn. And you got to move accordingly, move a little better than that. But this is definitely a setup.
Yeah, quick question, man. What you think of the little exchange they had between him and Daniel Jacobs, man? That's obviously a fight I would guess that you want to see.
Oh hell yeah, I want to see it. I think Charlo should take another fight at middleweight before he goes to it, because he didn't just fight a world beater or a top contender.
Yeah,
and that's not the shit on his last opponent because he's getting acclimated to the weight. But I think that's a damn good fight, damn good. But we got to just see Charlo take a punch because Danny Jacobs can deliver one. That whole confrontation was good though.
Yeah, man. Bo, man, why don't you break it down for us, man? The whole weekend, what are your thoughts on it, man?
Let me tell you something, man. First off,
I sent you the article too.
Yeah. First off, guys got to be careful when you got another man's name in your mouth, because you don't know when you're gonna see that man, and then you don't know what that man is thinking when you see him. Yeah, I'm leaving it at that. Okay. I actually like the fact that as Jacobs walking by, he said, "Oh, Jesse, what I was looking for," because Jacobs' thing was, we're not finna be doing this back and forth on Twitter. That's not what we're gonna do. What's up? Now to Charlo's credit, he told him, "Well, you know what I'm saying. You could skip your man, I skip mine, and we can do this."
Yeah, we know that ain't happening though.
Mm-hmm. Well, if fighters push for something, it'll happen, but they got both want the same thing. But also, I think I was talking to Will. I said, see, this is the problem with the Charlos. They got an entourage that starts shit. There is no reason why you need to be walking around with over $150,000 worth of drugs worth of cash and jewelry on you.
My nigga took it to blow, didn't he? I was like, damn. He had drugs too?
No, I'm just saying there's no reason why you need to be walking around with $150,000 worth of cash and jewelry on you, especially if your first stop is not your hotel or the bank. So that was dumb on your part. Secondly, I'm with y'all as far as it's set up. He gave his boy is the one that gave that shit to the girl.
Yeah.
Now,
that's what the article said too.
Right. His boy is the one that gave it to. So now I'm just gonna say this right here. If you my dog, and you in an altercation, it's always, and this is something we all know. If you from the hood, if it's 5 of us and 4 of us get into something, it's always the 5th motherfucker responsibility to watch our shit. Hey man, watch our shit. Watch our shit, dog. Watch our shit, man. Watch the car. Watch the car. You know, hey yo, man, watch
Somebody
the table.
Somebody gotta be ready.
Right. Hey, yo, man, watch the table. I'm gonna go take care of this, right? So you give the thing that you know is valuable to a chick you don't even know. Either a motherfucker is pussy whooped or he was in on it. That's all I'm gonna say.
So I mean, shit, man. The thing was with me, you've been doing all this tweeting and stuff like that, and then you see old boy coming, but you wait for old boy to step to you instead of like you calling him over. You know what I mean? That's whatever, man. But the whole club thing, man, that shit blew my mind because that's like basic 101 out here, man. Wash your shit at all times. So it's unfortunate this shit could happen. I'm with you, Kashaw, when you said you hope no ill will comes from it, no malice or anything like that. Is this a case of like Bo just said, like somebody needs to like check them and see like, yo, watch who you associate yourself with or what, fellas?
I don't know. I don't even know if this is a watch you who you associate yourself with. We do know they got rowdy entourages, but this was just
this is stuff. Let me give you an example. Like this stuff, like girls go with dudes to their hotel rooms, right? Whatever. And they'll like take a $50,000 Rolex and shit. Like I done read stuff like this a lot, so this is not something that's new out here. But
you know that happened to Chavez Jr.
Same thing, yeah.
He got robbed by a bunch of them, didn't he?
Yeah, they took his whole check. But I mean, shit. I feel bad from the sense that, you know, like I don't want to say what you're doing with all that money because I don't know what the situation was. He might have been going from the club straight to the airport. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I might have been going to a strip club from the 4040.
Right. Because
3 o'clock in the morning, this happened at 3 a.m., fellas.
Yeah, but I done went to clubs, man, and I'll get in when it's nighttime, and I walk out. It's like early morning, daytime and shit. So it's like a different nightlife out here. But at 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, by 4, most strip clubs are closed anyway. So, like, I don't know if he was going back to the airport or whatever he was doing, but I think we could all say one thing, right? It's not the smartest thing to do.
Exactly.
So
yeah, definitely not the smartest thing.
So is this a learning experience for the young man or what?
If it ain't, he gonna lose $70,000 again.
I'm just gonna thank you.
That's the best thing. That's something my dad would say to me. All right, if you don't learn that, I bet you lose that money again. You'll figure it out. Yeah. So I just hope you don't come back because it's like, you know, I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas, and you know, it was fast in a sense, you know, but I imagine it's nothing to speed and the come ups and the scams in New York. But it's like, I mean, the Charlos from Houston, them niggas ain't from suburbs. Like,
yeah, no easy. Like Houston tough too, man.
Yeah, they knew what was up. So this was probably just a poor decision made by somebody, handing the bag off. But hopefully they don't come back and spend some money and try to make a move and just did all that. This is one of those ones where you take an L. If you can get your stuff back, do what you got to do. But I just don't want them to potentially ruin their careers over a $70,000 loss.
They'll make way more than that eventually.
Yeah, they finna get it right back.
Just like I believe it was like $40,000 cash.
In cash. Everything else is worth a jewelry.
Another 10,000 to 115,000 in jewelry.
Okay.
In a Louis Vuitton bag. I feel for the man. Like nobody ever wants to lose. I don't want to lose $1, yet alone 40,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I don't care how much money I got. Now let's talk boxing real quick. You both stated that you like the confrontation, man. Let me ask y'all from a different question, because we're used to the Charlos. They got into things with Boo Boo and players like that. But did that surprise you guys coming from Jacobs?
Yes and no. I'll say yes, because he was since he's come back. I'm gonna say this: Danny Jacobs is probably the Andre Ward to the sport right now. And I'm not talking like skill. I'm not talking like, like resume. I'm talking just being a genuine, man, a good father, a role model. Like, I love what he does with, the bands in New York and, growing up in band. I think that's dope to just play at a fight. Like, that's something that those kids are gonna remember the rest of their life. He does a lot of work in New York, but when you think about it, he's also grown and matured, and his battle with cancer, I think he came back a new man, a miracle. Because Danny Jacobs with the braids was a little hard-headed motherfucker from what I'm looking at. Some of these videos. He was somebody that'll get in your fucking face.
No comment.
Talk cash shit. And I'm not saying that that's bad. He had to show Jermall, like, hold on, you know who I am, bro. Like, I was on those Olympic teams, doing this when y'all was down there in the juniors. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what though? Something that people don't understand. Like, the dude still is a respectful guy. So even when he stepped to him, he said, "You're not making any M's, and you probably will." Like, he's acknowledging dude and giving him props. But people don't, whatever, man. Like, Bo, man, that fight, right? Y'all know who I'm taking with that in that fight. Is that something that fight you think could be made right now? I don't think it can, but Daniel's already signed to have a fight. That's the thing. So you could tell somebody, yeah, I'll drop my man to fight you right now, but the dude's already signed on the dotted line to fight somebody. So is that something that could be made, being the Daniels with HBO? Heyman has worked with HBO, but not anything special like Dominic Wade and guys like that. Thoughts?
Even if that's a fight that could be made right now, it's a fight I think Charlo shouldn't take right now. Look, and I'm not saying that who you faced at 154 wasn't good guys, okay? But your fight at 160 was with a dude, hate to say it, that had one leg, so we don't know how good he was. And then you didn't fight. I want to see him against a natural 160-pound dude that come down to make 160. So I just don't know if he should take it right now.
Yeah,
and then I agree with you. Like,
wait, before you go on, right? I had somebody say, "Well, J-Rock talk shit too," and look what happened. I was like, "This ain't J-Rock though."
I agree with you. It's not J-Rock. J-Rock was 154 pounder, and listen. Daniel Jacobs is way better than J-Rock. I'm not trying to knock him, but he is. He's quicker.
Yeah,
and he hits a heck of a lot harder than J-Rock, right? So, So even if the fight could be made, I just don't think it should be made. But I do want to point something out, though. The way Daniel Jacobs did it was as respectable as you can when someone is talking trash to you.
That shit was player.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, he came by and like Daniel Jacobs presented it like man to man. Like, okay, I'm gonna come at you man to man. We're gonna step over here. Come out the camera. I just want to know we're gonna go back and forth. What we doing here? And that's really what we're gonna go back and forth. I mean, what's up here? What are we doing here?
My whole thing is, like, if you're pissed off, like if I'm pissed off with somebody, I argue with you, I'm not shaking your hand at the end. He shook his hand, and then there's another video out there that surfaced when his brother came around and he started complaining about it, like the whole thing. Like Like the man was right there in your face. Like, say what you shoot your shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't do the social media trash talking, and I don't really pay attention. Y'all know me already. I don't pay attention when fighters call out people on Twitter and none of that shit.
Exactly.
But you got the man right there. You know, you said what you said. Yeah, that was good. And y'all seem to leave it all off, right? Like that shit could have went sideways. Am I correct?
Yeah. Definitely. Most
did it.
definitely.
And then they seemed to step off a little bit. They kept it to each other. Then they gave each other a pound. One walked away. The other one stayed there. So it seemed to have been let off on a good note. But then later on, I see another video where he's like with his brother. He's telling him, he talk about we ain't even make M. I ain't even make an M yet. Like that's all he got out of that conversation.
Well, again, that's because he got around his brother and probably other couple other people. They start hyping, man, he said blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's right. He did say that, didn't he?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like the Charlos got to be, dude, you got to stop. It's about who you have around you because, see, the one thing about boxing, you can have all the hype men, you can have all the, it's only you getting in that fucking ring, boy. You know, them motherfuckers ain't getting in that ring with you. It's only you getting in that ring. So, you know, that's, man, it's, you know, I like how Daniel Jacob was. And then, of course, the little comment he made about the cancer shit. You know, like I said, if Daniel Jacobs wasn't a classy dude, like you said, I'm with you, man. That shit could have went sideways real quick.
And I'm going to tell you, like, I got to reiterate that shit now because cancer is, you know, I got a lot of family that's been affected by it. I didn't like that shit at all. So, Jermall, this video ever make it to you, man, you got to tighten up. Like, it's a whole nother bag of money.
Make a comment about that afterwards or something?
Yeah. It's a whole nother bag of money, fam, that you could get to. Like, if y'all marketing, like, I saw the shit y'all did for the kids, and they was on ESPN the other day, and it's a whole nother bag of money. If you can just, you know, wash shit like that off your tongue, man. Like, think about people losing their lives, you know, and I pray, you know, nobody loses their life like that. And I'm gonna go as far as to say this. If you got somebody in your camp that'll look at anything that I'm saying like some sucker shit, you need to stop fucking with them because they some bitch ass niggas.
Yeah,
and like I really mean that. Like I'm a fan of this man.
Yeah, that whole cancer statement or whatever, that could really backfire like on your career, and people could look down on you for that, and you could get ridiculed for that. If he was another athlete and he would have made a statement like that in a different sport,
exactly,
like basketball or football or something like that, this year it'll be on Sports Center. And
your Nike endorsement gone, your Gatorade gone, Body Armor,
and we don't want that, man.
I want to see these boys thrive. Like I'm a part of the Lions only, you know, fan base. It's just I'm a grown.
They got the charisma.
Man.
Listen, they got the charisma. They got the look. They got everything. But like I'm with you, they got to tighten up that mentality. Got to tighten it up.
Sometimes you gotta weed it out, man.
My mom always told me, man. I'm gonna tell you guys this. My mom told me, be willing to walk alone and remember that you are your team.
That's right. Yeah.
Yep,
that's true.
So I want to see those guys hit the next level, like Earl, Terrence, all of them. Like I said the same thing when Terrence Crawford got into that little issue with the car dealership or the repairman or the body shop. It's like, you know, man, just teetered off that anger, bro, because we need you to be that next, you know, all-time great, fam. Like, like I understand like everybody has their issues and, you know, attitudes and shit, but it's like, bro, you have used a talent that God blessed you with and reached accolades and reached pinnacles and became that example for that younger, you know, man or woman. Like, look at Clarissa Shields. Like, I pray that, you know, everything goes smooth with her. Like, I don't want her around no bullshit in Flint, you know, even though that's her home and she trying to, you know, bring it back, and that's beautiful, you know, like, but I don't want her to get caught up in no type of mess. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you just gotta watch it. And I'm not saying I've heard of anything about Clarissa. She was just, you know, an example. But if Charlo can tighten it up, the sky's the limit.
It's just a matter of growing up, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Basically, you know, Danny Jacobs did it.
Yeah. You know,
he did it. You know what? And from a guy that know him personally, like, you know what I mean? That's why I'm mainly staying quiet throughout this video. because I like to be fair. Like he grew up a lot, and waking up and not being able to move your legs,
Yep.
paralyzed, could do that to a person. It could really humble you extremely, and sometimes you could turn what looks to be the worst moment into a blessing. And
Yep.
Bo, go ahead, elaborate on the point you was just about to make, sir.
Now, I'll definitely say my grandfather, this is reference to the Charlos and the people you got around you. My grandfather used to say, great minds don't think alike, they think for themselves. Y'all just happen to meet each other.
Yep.
Absolutely, man.
Yep.
So, man, be prepared. I always say, man, be prepared to, who you start with is not necessarily who you're gonna finish with, man. And that's what life is about, growth. And they need a little bit of that, man. I just hope they find it. They haven't committed any crimes. They haven't broken the law. They've
Nope.
never really been in trouble. They're not in the news for being drunk and acting out. They're not getting arrested at malls, things like that. So they're not doing all these things. They do get into altercations and stuff like that, and I get that. You in a way you have to kind of do that to create a buzz, and that's a shame. But
Unfortunately.
yeah, that's a shame. But a little bit more maturity could go a long way. Agree?
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Let's wrap it up then. Bo, any more points? Kasha, anything else y'all want to add?
No,
Are we good?
Man. Good, man.
Yeah, I think that's all I got, man.
Kasha, man, why don't you tell them where
Where I
on
be
Google Plus
at.
they can find your ass, man.
No, don't look on Google Plus, man. Just look out your window in them streets. I'll be out there.
You'll be on. He'll be on. We are the near bro. That's for sure. My man, mi hermanito, dile.
Hey, man, I'm not a manito. I'm grande.
Right.
But tú sabes de lo grande porque
my older little brother.
Años, tú. ¿Quién más años? ¿Yo o tú? ¿Quién más años?
Like I said, you're my older little brother.
Yo, you could catch Kashad, like you said, out your window in them streets if you live by a lake. But you can catch your boy Bo, Truth and Facts About Boxing, right here on YouTube, messing with Eastwick. Look out for that interview we had with John Harding Jr. with my man Aaron Cooper from Eastwick, UK. Then, of course, this Thursday coming up, you got the Four Corners Boxing Podcast with the Dango C-Bone Henderson, man, and Willie the Kid and myself. I'm going to be joining them. That's Thursday, 8:05 Central, 9:05 Eastern. And man, anything that's the movement, we be on the lookout for movement, MMA and boxing, and movement sports. I'm my bad. I mean Eastwick, the Eastwick boxing and MMA, and then the Eastwick all sports. So man, listen, we cooking like my man Will would say. We in the kitchen, we know what I'm saying. We making that a roast, that pollo, and all that stuff, man. And man, we coming out with something. So just be on the lookout for us. And my man Kashad is gonna come back. We're gonna bring him back to Facebook, man. We're gonna bring him out the white side back to the black side, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's right, man. Look out for myself, Eastwick Boxing Talk right here. Eastwick MMA and boxing. I believe that's probably gonna be dropping sometime next week. We got my man over there in Eastwick, UK. I'm just doing my part, man. We working, man. Again, man, this is your boy Willie the Kid.